who I am today and who I will be in the future. The environment that I grew up in has played a major role in how I approach business decisions. This environment laid the foundation for my success as a businesswoman. I'm hesitant to say, but I was born and raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The rigid sports rivalry with Baltimore prevents most Marylanders from seeing Pittsburgh's value. Most don't realize that Pittsburgh was once a dying city after the steel industry collapsed. However, instead of bottoming out, Pittsburgh reinvented itself from being a steel city to an upcoming tech hub. Being a Pittsburgh native, I've grown to realize the importance of continuous innovation within an organization. Without continuing to improve to stay ahead of competitors, organizations are easily left behind. While living in Pittsburgh, you can say that business has been a part of my life, literally. My father owns our local hardware store, R.C. Walter & Sons True Value. Growing up in a family that understands business has helped to open my eyes of more than just being a consumer. Instead, I've grown up seeing business on the business side of the organization. I understand how every employee, every process, and every decision contributes to whether a company succeeds or fails. Ultimately, my family's business has taught me to be detail-oriented in my enterprise-level thinking. Aside from being involved in my family's business, you could say that I started out having a little business of my own. For nearly 8 years, I delivered newspapers to my neighborhood. I was responsible for delivering 33 newspapers, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. In addition, I kept track of vacation days, issued and stored billing, marketed my services for business development, and maintained customer satisfaction. Having this job exposed me to basic business concepts at a very young age, and my courses at Towson have only continued to further develop my understanding of what it takes to run a business. In addition to being immersed in business growing up, I also had hobbies that helped to shape me into who I am today. I've played sports my whole life. I've dabbled in soccer, softball, volleyball, gymnastics, snow, and water skiing. And participating in all of these activities taught me perseverance. Never give up. If you fall, get up and try again. If you swing and miss, keep your eye on the target and try again. I applied this mindset to my studies and business decisions as well. I faced the risk of failure head on. If I do fail, I use the experience to learn from my mistakes and improve until I successfully completed the task. Since I was not able to pursue a sport in college due to my height, I looked for other outlets to keep with my fitness. I started attending several group exercise classes at Towson and eventually became a certified group exercise instructor myself. Currently, I teach on Towson's campus and at LA Fitness in downtown Towson. Being in front of them and leading them through exercises has developed me further as a leader and a communicator. Another one of my hobbies started at a young age, singing and performing. In 4th grade, I started acting classes at my local theater, and soon after began privately studying voice. I've continued this hobby throughout high school and still privately study voice at Towson. Being a performer and singer requires stepping out of your comfort zone and thinking outside of the box. Ultimately, my involvement in the arts fostered my creativity. My life growing up is what has made me who I am today. Who I will be tomorrow and years down the road is shaped by my life's motto: to use my gifts of intelligence, persistence, and sanguinity to serve as a leader, live a balanced life, and inspire others to do the same. I have held and still hold many leadership positions at Towson. I've been a president of the E-Business Association for 3 years and served as a resident assistant for 2 years. After graduation, I plan on continuing to exercise my leadership abilities in both my professional and personal life. Whenever I'm associated with a company, group, or even representing myself, I make sure to do so in the most professional and positive way. I've been the representative of Towson outside of my studies on multiple occasions. In 2013, I took a team of 3 Towson University students to a national competition in Pittsburgh, where we placed second among prestigious schools such as Navy and the University of Pennsylvania. In addition, I also represented Towson at the CAA Undergraduate Research Conference. And finally, I was elected Towson University's homecoming court to serve as a representative of the Towson University student body. My life growing up has given me an outstanding ability to think on the enterprise level. I'm more than capable of making decisions and coming up with solutions with the company's best interest in mind. Now, I am proud to represent Towson for one more final pursuit, Towson's signature program, the Associate. I'm Meredith Walter, hired